in the store. What's في الساعة الثامنة?
In or at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock. Okay, so again, fi is a harf jar followed by an ism majrur. So just put it in parentheses.
What's the meaning of the sentence?
So the grocer opened the shop at 8 o'clock. So fi الساعة الثامنة. ساعة. Is it ساعة ساعة
ساعتي
ساعتي
ثامنتي.
So, ساعة الثامنة. What is this?
This is adjective.
Adjective, right? So it's in the hour, and you're saying the 8th hour. Why is this 8th? What's 8?
8 o'clock in the morning.
Now, how do you say 8 in Arabic?
ثمانية.
ثمانية, right? And we learned the ordinal numbers, right? الأول الثاني what's the third?
ثالث.
ثالث, fourth,
الرابع.
رابع, خامس. If you don't remember, it's okay. سادس, what's the seventh?
سبعة.
سابع, and then the seventh is ثامن. Okay, we'll go over these again. So a ثامن is the 8th. Okay.
But I thought when we were covering, wasn't if you have a feminine object or something that's feminine and you use numbers, you don't pronounce the ta on the end, or you don't use the
You
ta.
have to put the ta because this is a
Adjective.
adjective, so you have to match it. So
Oh, because it's an
without
adjective.
it,
Okay, got it.
it's ثامن,
Okay.
right? So all of the ordinal numbers are on the except one is on the pattern of فاعل.
Okay, because it's coming as an adjective this time.
Yeah.
But if it was counting like 8 sa'atu, then you wouldn't have the ta on
Yeah.
the.
Yeah,
Right.
you would just say ثمانية or something. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So again, al-Baqqal is the subject and al-Dukkana. Al-Baqqalu is the subject, al-Dukkana is the object. Alright, so let's do, we're gonna switch and we're gonna first we're gonna do practice the past tense verbs, which we were doing for the last couple of weeks, which is madi, and then we're going to start al-Mudari. Inshallah.
So what I do?
So if you have this sheet, take it out.
Sure, please.
وَفَضَلُ مِنْ مَالِ books.
No problem, man. It's time for Ramadan.
Yeah, you're being very nice, mashallah. You're being very nice for me.
It's always very nice.
That's the one.
That is quotations.
Did anybody lose this sheet? Because I can bring extra copies. You have? Does anybody not have it? Okay. But this is important because it has information on how to make the mudari form. Okay. So far we've been learning what's called the madi, which is the past tense. Okay. And now we're gonna we're gonna take a small look into mudari, which is present and future tense. Okay. How do you know whether it's present or future? Depends on the sentence. Okay. Like in the Quran, if it says mudari and it's talking about the day of judgment, obviously it's gonna talk about something in the future. Okay. So let's review madi first, okay? So the verb is, the first verb in that list is nasara. Nasara means he helped or to help someone, okay? Let's do it together. Nasara.
Nasara.
Let's keep going. Nasara.
Nasara.
Nasaru. Nasarat.
Nasara.
Nasarna. Nasarta. Nasartuma. Nasartum. Nasarti. Nasartuma. Nasartunna. Nasartu. Nasarna. What's I helped?
Nasara.
Nasartu. What's she helped?
Nasara.
Nasarat. nasarat, they helped a group of men.
Nasaru.
Nasaru, and you helped a man.
Nasara.
Nasarta, and you helped a woman.
Nasarti.
Nasarti. Okay. How about Brother Afnan?
Chon chalo.
Kataba, he wrote.
Kataba, kataba, katabu, katabat, katabata, katabna, katabta, katabtuma, katabatum, katabti, katabtuma, katabatunna, katabatu, katabna.
Excellent. Huwa,
Huwa, kataba.
okay. Hunna,
Hunna, katabna.
katab,
Katabna.
na.
Na.
Okay. Anta,
Katabta.
okay. Anti,
Katabti.
ana,
Katabat. Katabtu.
katabtu, and nahnu.
Katabna.
About Sir Aulia. Dakhala, he,
Dakhala.
yeah, the third one, he entered.
Oh. Dakhala.
Mhm.
Dakhala.
Yep.
Dakhalu.
Yep.
Dakhalat. Dakhalata.
Yep.
Dakhalan. Dakhalna.
Dakhalna,
Dakhalta.
yep.
Dakhaltuna.
Mhm.
Dakhaltum. Dakhalti. Dakhaltuna. Dakhaltunna. Dakhaltu. Dakhalna.
Excellent. What's they entered, a group of men?
Dakhaltum.
They.
Oh, sorry. Dakhalu.
Dakhalu, okay. You entered a woman.
Dakhalta. Dakhalti.
Dakhalti.
Sorry.
What's we entered?
Dakhalna.
Dakhalna. Sister Tahira. Next one, talaba. He sought or he searched for.
Talaba.
Mhm.
Talaba. Talabu.
Mhm.
Talabat.
Mhm.
Talabna.
Talabata.
Talabata.
Yep.
Talabatu. Tuma.
For hunna it's
No, it's not Hunna yet. It's
after talabata is
Hunna.
okay. Start from here. Talabat.
Talabat.
For huma it's
Talabata.
for hunna it's
Talabna.
talabna. Okay. And
So, talabta. Talabtuma. Talabtum. Talabti. Talabtuma. Talabtunna. Talabtu. Talabna.
talabna. Okay. What's she sought or she searched for or sought knowledge?
Talabat.
Talab. Okay. Brother Nazmul. Next one. Sajada.
Sajata, sajada, sajadu, sajadat,
Sajadat.
sajadat, sajadata,
Mhm.
sajatunna,
Sajadna.
sajatna,
Mhm.
sajatta,
Sajatta.
sajatuma, sajattum, sajatti,
Mhm.
sajattuma, sajatunna, sajattu, sajadna,
Okay. What's he prostrated?
sajada,
Sajada. And we prostrated?
sajadna,
Sajadna. Okay. Who else wants to do one? Brother Sarfraz. Next one. Qatala. He killed.
Katala, katala, katalu,
Qatalu.
katalat,
Mhm.
kataltum, katalta,
Qatalata.
katalata,
Mhm.
kataltunna,
Qatal.
katalata,
For hunna is
katala,
Katalna.
katalana,
qatalna. Yep. Qatal plus na. Qatalna.
katalna,
So what's
katalata,
anta?
katalat,
Anta is qatalta.
katalta,
Qatalta. For antuma is
kataltuma,
qataltuma.
kataltum,
Qataltum.
katalti,
Qatalti.
kataltuma,
Excellent.
kataltunna,
Yep.
kataltu, katalna.
Excellent. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So this is what we've been doing, and this is all should now be. We should know that this is all the past tense. Okay. All 14 except the huwa and hiya, they have the files with them. So if you see something like let's say nasaru, right? Do you know where the fa'il is?
Nasab.
Wow.
The waw is the fa'il, right? You know that the waw is a fa'il, and then the nasaru is just the verb part. Okay, so this is the verb,
Oh, sorry.
and this is the fa'il. Okay, so but if it's nasara, for he helped, the fa'il can be missing or it can be hidden. Sorry, it can be present or it can. If I say like nasarallahu, whatever, Allah helped or Allah gave victory to, then the fa'il is present. But if I just say nasara, da 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 da, he helped. Okay, so the fa'il is missing or it's hidden. Okay, so also when we were doing the madi, we said that there's three it's all the verbs are in the pattern of fa'ala. Okay, so all of them, if it's a three-letter root verb, then it'll have a fa kalima and an ayn kalima and a lam kalima. So if I said, what's the fa kalima of nasara, what would you say?
No.
It's the noon. Okay, so there is the fa kalima. Okay, and where's the ayn kalima? Sad. Okay, and where's the lam kalima? Ra. Okay, so they usually follow that pattern. Okay, when we're doing madi, what stays? Which of the kalima, which of the roots don't change? Like the fa kalima and the lam kalima doesn't change, right? So nasara, the ra has a fatha and the noon has a rasra. If I wrote like fataha, right? The fa kalima, the first root and the third root, they don't change. If I wrote karuma, which is another verb, so or let's say sami'a, okay, sami'a. So you see how the ayn kalima changes, right? It can be a dhamma, it can be a kasra, it can be a fatha. But the first and the third kalima, they don't change. Similarly, when we're talking about mudari', the present tense, what's going to happen is there's going to be two parts to it that there's always going to be. So the basic form for the mudari' I'm going to write I'm just breaking this up, okay? Alright. So before I get into the kalimas, every single mudari' will have a sign of being mudari'. Will have a sign of being present tense. Okay? For he helped, or if I'm trying to say he helps, right? So I'm trying to make it in the present tense, like he is helping, or he will, or trying to make it future, he will help. I have to put what's called the sign of its being present tense. Okay? So that sign will either be a ya, or it will be a, does everybody else know?
Ta.
Hatta, or there's four of them, or it can be a, it will always be in the beginning of the verb, and it will signify that that verb is present tense.
Alif.
Alif and
Amin.
noon. Okay. So if a verb, so what I'm trying to say is that if a verb begins with these, if a three-letter root verb begins with these three letters, it's a sign that that verb is present or future tense.
Are there exceptions to that?
Specifically for the three-letter simple verbs, no. Okay, so it will begin with one of these three letters.
So yata, alif, and
Ya, ta, alif, and noon.
nun.
Okay, so if you see this in the Quran, don't worry about, don't write this down. I'm just giving you an example. Or you can if you want, but don't worry if you don't understand it. Okay. So you see something like this in the Quran. Yansuruna all the time. Yakfuruna, yaqtuluna, taqtuluna. Okay. How do you know it's present tense? Because there's a sign, or let's say aktubu. I'm just giving you examples. So aktubu, or you say naf'al, naf'alu, or you see taqtuluna. Okay. taqtuluna. Okay? All of these, they're in the Quran, so they all look like verbs, right? They all have the three letter nasara, kataba, fa'ala, qatala. The thing that will tell you that it's present tense is the ya, the alif, the noon, and the ta. So whenever you see that in the beginning of a verb, you know that it's present tense. Okay? How you get all of these, like all these conjugations, we're about to get into. Okay, but just know that if the present tense will begin with one of these four. Okay? And then it will be conjugated.
It's always one of these four.
Yes. Okay, so let's go back to the kalimas. So I have yansuru. Yansuru is he is helping, or he helps, or he will help. He is helping. He helps. He will help. So those three.
So it means all these three.
It can mean all of those
Oh, it
three.
can.
If it's talking about the future, it means he will help,
Based on your context.
based on context, yeah. Okay? But notice that the root is always there. The root is not going to change orders. It's always going to be noon as the first, sad, and then the ra. What is going to change is what is on those roots. Okay? So like we said with nasara, with past tense, the first and the third root, they both get fathas. When you get to the mudare, the present tense, the first root is going to get
Sukun.
a sukoon. It will always have a sukoon. Okay? So if you didn't write this down before, just write the first, this is the fa kalima, first root, gets a sukoon. So nasara, na, it has a fatha in the past tense. In the mudari, it gets a sukoon. What about the third root? In past tense, what does it have?
Fatha.
Fatha. What does it get in present?
Dhamma.
Dhamma. Okay. So the third root has a dhamma. Okay. And then now we have the second root left. So just like in the past tense, when you could have a fatha, dhamma, or kasra, this will get a fatha, dhamma, or kasra. Okay, so it'll have a fatha, or a kasra, or a dhamma. So that can change, and we'll learn how they change. Alright, we have 10 minutes. Is the thing still running?
Yeah, I think 5 or 6 minutes.
Alright. So this is the basic form of the past tense. So if I write yansuru, alright, so when you see something like this, the first thing that will tell you that it's mudari, it's present tense, is what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The second thing will be that the first radical will have a sukoon. Okay. Similarly with, like say yansuruna. Okay. This is they helped. Don't worry about it. This is they helped, but the ya is there, and then the noon has a sukoon. What about aktubu? The alif is there to show that it's mudari, and the kaf has a sukoon. The fa has a sukoon, the qaf has a yaqtulun, has a sukoon. So the first radical in the mudari will always have sukoon. Okay? And then the third one has
Dhamma.
dhamma, right? Yansuru. Yansuru. Aktubu. Naf'alu. And yaqtulu. Okay? So the first root has sukoon, the third one has dhamma, the second one can change. Okay? Alright, so let's write all of the
What is Yansuruna means?
yansuruna. It's for home, the conjugation for home. We're about to get to that. So
It's
they help. They
so
help.
it's not he helped anymore. It's
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 they.
not he. He's helping, or he will help.
It's conjugated for home.
Whom?
Yeah. So yansuru is he helps. Yansuruna is they help. Let's write it down.
But you have Yansuhunu right there.
Oh yeah, sorry, it should be Yansuguna now.